Alright, we're good. Hey guys, welcome back to BACCHANALIA. After a few minutes of me talking to the chat room. Phew! All 3 tasks are complete. This also means my wish is about to come true. Should I be cheering at this moment? Oh, did I not? Yeah, I think I changed the name of the stream. Let me double check. Oh, it didn't change the name of the stream. There we go. Should I be cheering at this moment? I know Base's pet's name is Trouble. I would like to do this, however. I'm just too tired, not only physically but mentally as well. I find a sheltered corner and take out the pendant, facing the light to confirm the water level again. The bottle is full. There's no longer any clattering when I shake it.
3. 任务完成后，宿主饮下瓶中之酒，即可实现心愿。
Drink it? I couldn't help but murmured, feeling a little apprehensive. Don't know what's in there. But it's come to this point. It would be a shame to give up. I rubbed the small bottle, looking for a place to open it. I have to say that this pendant is very delicately designed and has a unique texture. It could be called a work of art. Quite interesting. I found the cap, unscrewed it, and sniffed. It smells so good. The wine in the bottle has a sweet floral and fruity aroma. It does not smell like it has a high alcohol content. I take a careful sip and another one, and after confirming that it isn't poisonous, I drink it all. It's a bit sour at first taste, but it's silky when it enters the throat. There's also a rich aftertaste. The taste is not bad. My heart is beating a little faster. I don't know if it's the alcohol or my mood. After drinking, what will happen? I suppress my nervousness and wait in place. The cold wind is still blowing intermittently at night, and the sound of car engines and waves of laughter from pedestrians can be heard from the road on the side. Nothing happened. Isn't there enough time? I picked up my phone, take note at the time, and patiently wait. Another long 15 minutes, still no changes. How is there a step I did wrong? I recall over and over again, my mood is getting worse and worse, sinking to the bottom. Or is this all a lie? But why did it do this? I feel my legs gradually losing strength, slumping against the wall beside. The blood is freezing from the head to toe, and I feel dizzy. However, at this moment, the phone vibrates. Gordon? Why did he call again? To officially fire me? I pick up the phone feebly. The familiar explosive sound. This time, Gordon's mood was unexpectedly high. Hello?
天大的好消息啊！
What great news?
可别说我不罩着你啊！ 知道我这回给你搞来什么了吗？5一女3号的事情。
Desperate one?
别跟我说你不知道啊！5一呀，5一呀，那部年度超级古装大 IP。说来也巧啊，他们剧组早就定好主演阵容了，但是女3号不知道出了什么事儿，非要辞演。哈哈。 这不，眼下都快开拍了，剧组实在没办法，所以决定提拔新人。虽然名额还是很有限的，可是你光哥是谁呀？这回你可是走了大运了。
But I may not be selected even if I go.
可是什么可是？没有可是。哦，对了，那个整容女也参加了这场试镜， 不用我教你怎么做吧？
Mia?
要不是因为他，我也不至于这么拼命搞这个名额。当然，也是你运气好。你可别辜负我的期待啊！哎，你还在吗？
I'm still here. Thank you, Gordon. I'll not let you down.
这还差不多。等着，一会儿我把试镜的资料发给你，好好看看，选不选得上另说。总之，绝不能比那个整容女先淘汰了。
Thank you, Gordon. And now that's when a war starts. Gordon murmurs twice with satisfaction, and I hang up the phone. Luck. Big IP Audition. Mia. I suddenly realize something and look down at the pendant in my hand. As if echoing my gaze, the pendant reflects the street lamp's light, shining bizarrely. This is my wish. My wish came true. I feel my body heating up. For a moment, the world seems to be completely new. Even the night sky above seems to have become brighter. It's a miracle. Fate has not forsaken me. This time, I will definitely perform well. Thank you, Gordon. Thank you, the system, and... The phone vibrated. I glanced at the notification. It's Gordon sending the audition materials. That's quick. I hit the accept button excitedly. Download complete! I open the materials immediately. The first page is a promo poster for the TV series Desperate One. It is indeed a big drama, a big production. I scan the poster in admiration. My eyes fall on the small print at the bottom. Director Jamil Manuel, producer Kosh, investors Crescentoid Media, Personage Entertainment, former Emperor Crescentoid Media, Richard New Emperor, Personage Entertainment, Cameron, Empress Personage Entertainment, Yasanai, Silver Moonlight, Pisces Pictures Tina, Wicked Concubine, Undetermined. Huh? She was too young to know that a price is always exacted for what bestows. Stephen Zwig, Marie Antoinette, The Portrait of an Average Woman. Chapter 2, Smile of Godness. To make sure nothing goes wrong on the day of the audition, I left 3 hours early. The city is just woken up, and not many pedestrians are on the road. As I walk, I review the plot materials in my mind. From the moment I was given the chance until now, there was little time for me to get ready. I barely remember the lines. Unconsciously, I reach for her and hold the pendant to my chest. Anyway, please give me some more luck. At the entrance of the hotel, several candidates have also arrived. They're talking to their respective agents. My body tenses up slightly. By the way, where's Gordon? I wonder if I should make a call. The phone screen lights up again. It's Gordon! I hurriedly press the receive call button. Good morning, Gordon!
啊，你到了吧？我这边临时有事儿，今天就不过去陪你试镜了。
What? You're not coming?
哎呀，你不要紧张嘛，我去了也帮不上什么忙。酒店里有个7号休息室，到了你就直接过去，我帮你约了化妆师。哎，开始前2个小时到啊。
Okay, I appreciate it, Gordon.
哎，先别谢，我不啰嗦，但丑话说在前面。这场试镜会的评委，竟是一些我们公司得罪不起的大人物。说话做事之前好好想想，千万别惹麻烦，否则别说我，连老板都要跟着倒霉。
Then how do you dare to let me go alone? Gordon?
光哥，快点嘛！
哎，来了，那就先这样，你好好表现，我这边还有新人要带，先去忙了。
Hey, hello, Gordon? Before I could finish speaking, Gordon hung up the phone. Gordon took on a newcomer again, and suddenly I feel a little lost. But I also understand the ploy of Gordon. Although I am auditioning for a big project here, but the probability of being selected is not high. He's just doing it to spite Mia. And the newcomer, clearly she made Gordon feel more promising. Managers and artists have always completed each other. It's not unusual in the entertainment industry for toadying and bullying. But if you have been stepped on for a long time, it hurts. Apparently, I haven't even started auditioning yet. Realizing of this, fighting spirits ignite in me, and I stride into the hotel lobby.
欢迎光临。
Walking into the lobby, greeted by the staff at the front desk.
您好，请问是来参加试镜的吗？
Yes.
先在这里签个到吧。
All right. The staff looked at my signature, skillfully making assuring gestures.
您被安排在楼上的7号休息室，请跟着沿路的指示牌走。
Thank you. The staff hurried away after saying that. Just as I turn around, my shoulder is hit by a hard object and it hurts badly. Ah! Oh. I take a closer look and see Mia in front of me. She's carrying a new bag today. That bag looks very stiff.
What?
What a small world. The staff turns around and looks at us with a confused face. I don't want to be seen as a joke, so I hurry into the hallway.
喂，别跑！
Fuck you.
跑什么？没听到我在叫你吗？
No. Yeah, that's why I'm running away. I don't want to waste time on her, so I try to pull away, but Mia has no intention of letting go. Let go of me.
想得美！你给我把话说清楚，你怎么会在这里？
It's an audition. What do you mean, why am I here?
你是来试镜的？不可能，一个18线花瓶哪来的试镜资格？
Mia's sharp voice shakes my eardrums. Passerby are looking in our direction, and I feel sort of losing face. Gordon booked it for me. You'd better ask him. Can you let me go now?
那个臭光头！
Mia grits her teeth and grips my hand even tighter. Ow! I forcefully pull away my hand and finally break free from her resistance, her restraint. But as a price, there is a long blood stain streaming from my forearm. What kind of manicure is that? So freaking sharp. Mia is taken aback, but in mocking me, her response is still swift.
活该！
Why on earth is she so rude? I clutch around my wound and my heart pounding with anger. Didn't you come too? Why can't I?
你有什么资格和我比？我现在就撕了你这张该死的脸！
Mia swoops forward. Luckily, I'm vigilant enough to grab her hand. Why are you acting crazy?
是你逼我的！
Did I? Mia used all her strength. Her sharp manicures are approaching my cheeks little by little. And the worst part is that no one is around. Crap. I clench my teeth, but my strength is no match.
你们在干什么？
At this critical moment, a sudden voice interrupts Mia. Just when she hesitates, I take the opportunity to push her away. So close, my audition is almost over before it even starts. She's not our daughter, no. I want to express my gratitude to that one person, but I'm stunned when I turn around. A few days ago, it was he who helped me escape Mia's devilish claws. The man frowns, apparently recognizing us too. Why is he here? I'm about to speak when Mia leaps over.
南一老师，
Manuel, could it be that he is the director of Desperate Ones? Mia grins and approaches the man.
真巧啊，南一老师，我们又见面了。上次真不好意思，我忘了戴隐形眼镜，就没有认出你来。
Nice to meet you, Manuel.
你好。
朋友间的小打小闹也被您撞见了，你应该没有误会吧？
A petty fight between friends? What the... Just as I was about to refute, Gordon's reminder popped into my head. The audition judges are not to be offended. Don't make trouble for the company. Manuel glances at me in an empathetic way.
你不用顾及别的，想说什么就说吧。
It's better to put personal grievances aside now, but this atrocity is truly unbearable. Alright, chat. Alright, guys, do you want to go with what Mia says, or do you want to throw the bitch under the bus? It's up to you guys. We get a choice here. What shall we do? I mean, he has seen her do this kind of shit before, really. Would a fight between friends be so harsh? I stretch out my arm, showing where I had been scratched. The scratch is still there, and the blood is oozing out. It's faintly visible. Yeah, fuck you. Mia glares at me viciously when Manuel turns his head. She's about to cry.
我不是故意的，是他设计好的。
设计了什么？
Mia couldn't make it up anymore, and her face is blushing. I can't stand to watch her perform, so I turn to Manuel. You helped me out twice, and I don't want you to be deceived. You may not believe me, but you mustn't believe her. I'm trying my best to clarify and prepare to be questioned together.
我没说不相信你。
Manuel watches me quietly, with my heart suddenly calms down.
南一老师，我……
你也不必紧张，这是私事，不会和事情结果挂钩。但这里是公共场合，还请你收敛一点。
Manuel's tone is not severe, but there is an indescribable sense of authority. Mia reluctantly lowers her head.
还有你，
I look at him apprehensively.
前台有医药箱。既然是演员，就好好爱惜身体。
Okay.
还有问题吗？
No, thank you. I bowed and thanked him before hurrying to the desk, fearing he might see my face. I always feel that there is a special aura surrounding Manuel.
南一老师，
There's a lovey-dovey pleasing voice coming from behind. I turn my head and glance. Mia reluctantly gestures to explain something. The voice completely changes to a different person. Manuel doesn't look very happy, but he doesn't drive her away either. I simply stop watching, just keep walking forward. After tending the wound, I keep looking to find the number 7 lounge in the hallway. The door always has my name and the company's name on it. This is it, right? I push open the half-closed door. Wow. But it's not a particularly fancy room. From the look of it, it's transformed from the standard hotel room. But this is the first time of having my own lounge. I put down my bag and start looking around. Well, it really makes me feel like a celebrity. After I open the closet door, a touch of red comes into view. It's a finely crafted costume. It's embroidered with gold and silver threads and on crimson satin. The warp and weft of the fabric flicker thinly under the light. There is an inexpressible fancy and elegance. The costume is so beautiful. I put it on carefully, looking at myself in the mirror. The costume is made according to my body size. The size is perfect. The skirt just goes over the soles a little. Absolutely perfect. Even the costume for the audition is tailor-made. Isn't this crew too plush? I'm speechless. The whole costume looks more and more beautiful. I really like it. I'm daydreaming when someone knocks on the lounge door. The audition begins. No, not so soon. I glimpse at the time, 2 hours left. A thought suddenly flashes in my mind. Is the makeup artist hired by Gordon here? I quickly pick up the hem of my skirt and happily run to the door. The visitor takes me by surprise. Isn't this the person I ran into at the hotel when I was performing the task before? Is he Leopardi? I swallow back that disgusting nickname and force a smile. Hello?
你好，你就是华小姐吧？
He points to the name on the door. Well, I am. Excuse me. Are you the makeup artist? The man in front of me sneers and looks at me playfully.
你说呢？
No, I'm glad to have you. While speaking, I look at him cautiously. A long, flowing blonde hair casually tied up at the back, light passes the leaves to land on his light inked glasses, making his green eyes even more bewildered. His temperament is somewhat cynical, but it makes me unable to associate him with those disgusting things. At the same time, he is also checking on me to see if he raises the corners of his mouth delightfully and says,
华小姐，你穿这套衣服真漂亮。
So sweet of you. Realizing that we have both been standing at the door for a while, I quickly turn around and usher him into the room. Please come in. The man put down his vanity case and starts preparations. I walk to the mirror and sit down obediently. By the way, is he going to wear sunglasses all the time? His eyes are cast downwards. I couldn't help but stealthily examine him in the mirror. The lenses of the sunglasses is lighter than before, so it seems to be the kind of lens that will change with the light. I have those for my new glasses. The stacked rings and earrings are a set that I'm afraid it may be too flowery for someone else to wear, but on him it expresses a very personal style. The golden hair ends lightly resting on the bridge of his nose, trembling slightly following his breath. Although he dresses like one, he's really different from other makeup artists.
看我做什么？
He suddenly raises his head. Looking at each other in the mirror, I suddenly feel a pang of guilt. It's rude to stare at people after all. Sorry about that. Unexpectedly, his original stern face suddenly beams with joy, a look of indifference.
我先帮你设计发型，你要是觉得无聊，可以找点东西看。
Okay, I'll leave it to you. He seems to like teasing people. I breathe a sigh of relief and couldn't help but blush a little. After all, it's me who breached the etiquette. I pull out the printed audition materials from my bag. I've been flipping it over for the past few days. Desperate one. Hugh Hang, it's been a while since I've had to read Chinese names. Hugh Hang, the daughter of the Grand Scholar. Because of her stunning appearance, she was honored as the finest beauty in the capital. Since birth, she has been engaged to a new emperor, but later she fell in love with the former emperor, who went out of the palace in disguise. So she decided to give up her engagement and married into the palace. She admired the former emperor wholeheartedly, but he never had her in his heart. This marriage was her wishful thinking from the beginning. The woman who loves him is the role I'm auditioning for this time, a wicked concubine, Hyang Yu, who suffers from unrequited love. As I'm memorizing the content, I turn to the biography of the character.
我穷极一生，从未因爱你而疲惫。
The former emperor's indifference and the conspiracy, might want to separate those two, of the harem gradually turned her into a calculating, glamorous, and fierce palace villain. But when the relatives and close associates of the former emperor betrayed him and left, only she was willing to accompany him. As long as her sweetheart pleads, she can abandon everything and fulfill his wish. In the end, in order to save the 10 border cities, she remarried an outlander and planned her own death as a ruse in exchange for an army for the former emperor. The makeup artist reads out a line of notes on the scripts. That's what I discerned when I read it before, and I wrote it down. I raise my head. He's looking at me in the mirror, half smiling. Well, it's not my original creation. This is a line from Letter from an Unknown Woman. I explain it casually. That heroine has some similarities with Hang Yu. I'm just using it as a reference. The makeup artist nodded, continuing to help me adjust my hairstyle. Since I have nothing to do now, why don't I talk to him about the plot? Just as quick review and a stress reliever too. Both of these women give up their dignity and ego for love, bet their whole lives and get no that. It's like a moth to a flame. I'm talking to myself, trying to get into the state as soon as possible. Unexpectedly, the makeup artist speaks up.
这样真的值得吗？
I'm lost in thought. I want to talk to the makeup artist. I like him. Okay, so I'm going to bet this now. I think the makeup artist is one of the actors in disguise. I shake my head. Not worth it?
为什么？
He applies my makeup gently and delicately. I cry as I return you the pearl. Only we had never met before I wed. If Hung Yu had such rules, she should have had a good end.
但也不那么有趣了。
Interesting. Is a person only measured by being interesting? I mutter to myself. I didn't expect a makeup artist to have such thought about the script. He's so interested and takes over the conversation. The previous line of the poem is, I sense your love, but only till death will do... Sorry. I sense your love, but only till death will do me and my husband apart. Heng Yu wasn't lucky. The former emperor didn't care about her at all. When he wants to use Heng Yu, he summons her. If not, he discards her. Having said that, I bow my head sadly. Also, Heng Yu is a good-natured person, but in the battle of harem, she becomes ruthless, her hands stained with the blood of innocent people. It's not worth it at all.
不过，这个角色也正是因为偏执和疯魔，才变得更有魅力，不是吗？上妆，请闭上眼睛。
I close my eyes. The soft makeup bristles brush over my cheeks, and the brushing brings a crisp numbness.
好了。
I open my eyes and catch a reflection in the mirror. Thin brow, light blush. The forehead is tinted with a flower. The makeup comes alive. Staring between eyebrows, wicked concubine, domineering temperament slowly emerges.
于妃娘娘且看，画眉深浅，入时无。
My face heats up. The previous line is, ask your husband after putting on makeup.
喜欢吗？
I like it very much. I nod and answer sincerely, from the heart. He lets out a gentle smile as he leans over and closer, looking in the mirror to tidy my hair.
你喜欢就好。
I look at myself in the mirror and with satisfaction, suddenly gaining more confidence for the audition. It's the most gorgeous makeup I've ever put on. I doubt his professionalism just now. Sorry, master, I was wrong. I apologize silently in my heart. At this moment, the door rings.
试镜就要开始了，请到走廊集合。
All right. I got up in a hurry, but accidentally stepped on the skirt and threw myself onto the table. Ow!
你没事吧？
Did he just snicker? It's okay, just not used to wearing costumes. Enduring the pain, I managed to adjust my posture. The small bag on the table fell fell due to the hit, revealing half the chain. I suddenly have a thought. Although not necessarily useful, carrying it may bring me good luck. By the way, I also have to guard against Mia. I can't forget my primary goal of being here. Costumes do not have pockets. I thought about it and wrapped it around my wrist.
这是你的护身符吗？
I guess it is.
祝你试镜成功。
So kind of you. I responded casually as he stares at my wrist as if sensing something. I subconsciously try to hide it, but he smiles slightly. He politely pushes my shoulders and gently steers me toward the door.
你要迟到了，大明星。
He beams subtly, as if there is magic in him, able to disrupt the pace of others so easily. Then I'm leaving. You can talk to Gordon about the fees.
多谢老板。
I turn and walk into the hallway. A peal of soft laughter comes from behind. I follow the direction and walk into the audition venue. A row of chairs are placed against the wall.
请各位按照入选顺序落座，也就是休息室的号码。试镜也将按照这个顺序进行。还没轮到的演员可以在这边等候。
I look at the wall. 7 seats. That means I'm the last one. I walk to the last chair and feel the load on my shoulders getting a little heavier. I can sense someone looking at me with hostility. I ignore it and sit down. Why is she in the first chair? I'm a little surprised. I know they're looking for new blood, but even rookies are divided into categories in showbiz. No one talks about it, but a pecking order exists. Agency, career, background, talents, look, connections, all of these are taken into account. But how was Mia chosen first when she doesn't excel in any of them? There's only one answer. The theater. I grab the pendant on my wrist. Mia is also a host. I'm 90% sure it's true. Mia must have made a wish prior to the audition. What if we made the same wish? I stop and think about the implications, because this really is a problem. Has it never happened before? If not, how will the theater handle it? I keep pondering. One of the staff walks over.
1号，米娅小姐。
在。
The audition has started. Mia walks up gracefully. Everyone's wearing the same costume, but the makeup and the styling are different. All things aside, a mean woman playing this character is spot on. I turn my gaze to the judges. There are 4 people seated behind the lounge table. Jamil, the director, Manuel, Cameron, the male lead, and Richard. The seat in the middle is vacant, but the place card says Cash, producer. Oh my god, was it the producer who did our makeup? It might have been the producer. This producer's not coming to the audition? This Cash is as unreliable as the rumors say? A while ago, the media already talked about the lineup for Desperate Ones, so I know a little about the judges. First one on the left is Jamil, the main director, from Personage. His work from last year topped both ratings and popularity, so he's the king of hits right now. He looks bookish. I wonder if he's easy to talk to. The next one is Manuel, the co-director. He burst onto the scene 3 years ago with Mist, a low-budget film with a unique style that attracted attention. Since then, he's been making mostly art films and won the International Golden Tiger Award last year, marking his international debut. I was saved by him twice. I think he's a good man. First one on the right is Cameron, second male lead, the face of Personage. He's very serious about his work. His acting reflects his commitment, but he's not the easiest person to work with. The corner of my mouth twitches when I recall my experience on set with him. To my left is Richard, male lead, the winner of an audition show. He's a popular idol with a bright nature, who's on the rise but also kind of controversial. The incident where his name was somehow listed ahead of those more senior than him is a hot topic among fans now, but he's still chatting happily with Cameron. And why are the male leads here? Can they make audition decisions? Are they also investors? That's actually happened before. There are actual actors who are investors. I stop looking and start pondering again. The candidates are either fixing their makeup or looking at the information. None of us are talking to each other. You could cut the tension with a knife. I look down at the pile of papers that I've flipped through countless times.
7号，华小姐。
Yes. A little startled, I immediately withdrew myself from the story and stand up and fix my skirt.
请跟我来。
Sure. I stand in front of the judges and introduce myself. Hello, everyone. Just as I'm about to get started, Richard sees me and then his eyes widen and his mouth gapes open. He stops himself from jumping up and mouths at me.
是你。
Fuck yeah! We get the pretty boy. I did expect him to recognize me, but I did not expect his reaction, so I can only nod. The others notice our little interaction, and I can feel their eyes on me. We're getting all the men today, boys. Jamil smirks while looking at Richard and me.
呀，怎么？你们认识？
Do we? I turn to Richard, hoping he would, but he only puts his hands on his head and laughs. I do my best to not cover my face with my hand. A voice suddenly speaks coldly.
导演在问你话。
Bitch. I'm sorry. Richard, a little embarrassed, scratches his head and tries to defuse the situation.
也不算认识，之前见过一次。
哦。
Manuel, spinning his pen, speaks up and gets everyone back to the matter at hand.
开始自我介绍吧。
Yes. I take a deep breath and try to calm myself down. Hi, I'm Hugh Anon, and I'm here for the audition of Hang Yu in Desperate Ones.
造型很美，精心设计过吧？
Yes, I did. Thanks a lot. A tall and slim silhouette flashes across my mind, thanks to my stylist.
而且也很符合人物。导演，我心中的于飞就长这样。
I'm very grateful for his words, but I'm also wary of what others might think, given that we've met before.
娱乐圈不缺美女，长得再漂亮，演技不好也白搭。
Him again.
可是
Richard tries to say something, but Jamil interrupts.
南叶，你觉得呢？
I look over and Manuel hesitates.
我不太擅长评价别人的外貌。
你也太严肃了，南叶。哎，他们既然是演员，就要接受别人的评头论足。
Manuel closes his mouth, neither agreeing nor disagreeing. There was nothing wrong with what he said, but it's just rubbed me the wrong way, more so because I'm still standing here. I should revise my opinions about him. He doesn't look like someone I can get along with.
比起好不好看，人物贴合度才是选角时更应该侧重的。
I secretly cheer. That's the entire point of the audition.
7号的形体很符合于恒的设定，妆容大气而不是精致，也很有妖妃的感觉。总体来说，她在形似上比较占优势，造型也很有巧思，应该是读懂了人物。期待她后面的表现。
He spoke effortlessly and matter-of-factly, but it must have been loud and clear to others. They were simple words, but those words made him sound more sophisticated than Jamil, who's supposed to be the director. Jamil looks a little embarrassed.
看来大家都对7号的形象很满意。那么进入下一环节吧。
Thank you so much. I bow and breathe a sigh of relief, finally noticing that I've been sweating nervously.
不用紧张，我们也就问一些基础问题。发给你的试镜资料都看过了吧？
Yes, I did.
好，这轮南叶，你先来吧。
Manuel nods and takes the documents from Jamil. We look at each other for a split moment before his gaze shifts to the audition material. Wait a second. I shift my gaze too and see Richard's smiling face. You can do it, he encourages me in a very low voice. I feel warm and fuzzy inside, so I flash a polite smile. I think I'm less nervous now. How did someone so nice manage to survive in showbiz? Manuel clears his throat, and I get ready.
第一题，请简单概括一下无一的主线剧情。
Oh, you smarmy tits. Oh, we got this glitch happening. Hold on. There we go. It's about the new emperor's rebellion and his road to the throne, right? I immediately realized my mistake, but it's not too late. I don't know what you're talking about. It's never too late in video games. I look at Richard unintentionally. It's a story about the former emperor being overthrown. Richard winks at me. Well, someone's in a good mood.
回答正确。
Yeah, I
第二
will
题，
save scum.
请简单描述一下于恒这个角色。
Hugh Anon deserves a good ending. I can feel all of them looking at me as soon as the question left his mouth. Manuel has a pen in his mouth waiting for an answer. I tense up. This is about a critical question because it's asked. This must be a critical question because it's asking the candidate about their understanding of the character. I mean, technically it's both, isn't it? Infatuated woman. I figured her infatuation stands out. I give myself 2 seconds to calm down and organize my thoughts in my head before speaking again. She was born in a well-supported noble family. Her engagement with the new emperor was arranged when she was born, but she fell in love with the former emperor by mistake. Like a moth to a flame towards a fire, she's devoted herself to the former emperor. He never loved her back, but it didn't matter to her. Manuel looks down at the papers with a faint smile on his face. Seeing that, I begin to talk more confidently. In the palace, Heng Yu finally became a villain who did all sorts of bad things, but when everyone betrayed the former emperor, she still stayed by his side. I sighed with regret.
为什么叹气？
Out of her love for the former emperor, she even conspired to kill herself. I feel pity for her, as given her advantages, she could have lived in peace and at ease.
可这样的悲情转折，不正是戏剧的魅力所在吗？
Jamil interrupts me. That is true. Jamil clears his throat.
差不多的问题已经问过很多遍了，我们换点别的吧。
I look at Jamil, not understanding what's going on. The others turn to him.
华小姐，
Turn, yes. Yes? Jamil smirks and looks at me.
可以和我们聊聊，你为什么想要得到这个角色吗？
I want to rub Mia's face in it. Huh? For a moment, I'm stunned. Why do I want this role? An easy question with an easy answer for just about any actor. But for me, could this have been arranged by the mysterious theater? Is it because I'm trying to get back at Mia? That cannot be my answer. My gaze shifts away from Jamil unintentionally, but I end up looking at Richard and Cameron. Richard looks worried, and Cameron is still expressionless. I am really curious which one I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Since debut, I've had this unfortunate nickname. I started talking even though I didn't mean to. They called me a doll because my acting is not good enough to get real roles. Cameron suddenly shows interest and looks at me. He probably thinks very lowly of me now. I laugh at my own expense. I know that I did not receive professional training, and my acting does suck sometimes, but that doesn't mean I'm not working hard. I'm very thankful for this opportunity, and I spent a lot of time interpreting the story and the character so I can make the most out of it. Ooh! For reasons unknown, I feel a lot calmer after opening up to the judges. No longer shy, I look at each of them in the eye. I want to show the people that have looked down on me that I'm not a doll. I'm not sure if Jamil is trying to convey something with the reply. What does that mean? I get a little anxious. Maybe it's just me, but it feels like he's deliberately trying to make this difficult for me. Did I stand out too much with what I've said? Did he get the wrong impression from Richard, or...
问题就问到这里，你先过去等着吧。
How about the actual lines of the character? I had to do that for every audition so far.
没事儿，不用了。
All right. I somehow manage to force a smile and bow. As soon as I turn around, I prepare myself for the worst possible outcome. What did he mean, it's fine? Was I just eliminated? I keep thinking about my audition while returning to my seat absent-mindedly. And it never occurred to me that someone would do something mean to me at this moment. Ah! I knew this was coming. I thought she'd do it before the audition. I trip on something and fall to the floor before I even realize what happened.
哎呀，你没事吧？
The commotion attracts everyone's attention, but no one comes over to help. Never mind, this is an audition and I can't make a scene. I get up and try not to show my anger.
等等，
Mia grabs my wrist and looks at my sleeve in shock. I suddenly realize why and cover my sleeve immediately. Then when I fell, the pendant also fell out. I was planning to hide it and surprise her, but I guess that's not happening.
原来是这样。
Mia moves her lips, and her voice comes through her teeth. Her face darkens. She suddenly breaks into laughter. It gives me goosebumps.
是你一直伪装的太好，还是我太低估你了？
Neither. I only entered the theater 3 days ago, and that might not be related to her somehow.
你真是我见过最肮脏、最不择手段的骗子！
What? Huh? Memories rush through my mind.
你以为我不知道你们母女在打什么算盘吗？你们这种肮脏的骗子我见多了。不就是钱吗？要多少拿来给我趁早滚！我没有孩子，有也不是他。你这种女人教出来的小孩，不用想也知道是歪门邪道、不择手段的杂种。
I clench my fist, feeling my nails digging into my palm. Coincidentally, what's happening right now is a reply of what happened many years ago. Mia wants to say something, but I turn around and go back to my seat. How long would it take for me to be free from that person's shadow? I close my eyes and take deep breaths, trying to calm myself down. Half an hour later, one of the staff workers walks toward the waiting area. My anxiety is through the roof.
除了1号和7号，其他人可以先回去了。
Does that mean I'm in? Mia still looks at me arrogantly, but she's a little defensive now. I think it means she considers me a rival.
两位请吧。
Mia flips her hair and walks away. I fix the hem of my skirt and follow. I don't know if I should be happy or worried. Oh, you should be worried, consider it's Mia.
情况相信两位也知道了，我们评委内部产生了意见分歧，于是决定加试一场。
Jamil looks at me, then looks at Mia.
内容是 饰演无一片段。
Acting out? My heart sinks.
我们之前也猜到可能出现这样的状况，所以特地请来了2位男主演。你们可以自行选择搭戏老师，对应的剧本片段将会在之后分发。
Partner? I look at the right half of the judges. Cameron is cool as usual, and I can't tell what he's thinking. Most of the time, it's inconceivable for an audition to ask for the best actor to help out. But they somehow did it. Richard, hands on his head, looks uncertain. He sneaks a peek at us from time to time. Is he feeling guilty? I guess the answer is clear. I'll pick. Alright, guys, who do you want to pick for this one? Who should we pick, Richard or Cameron? I'm almost fairly certain Cameron chose Mia, but it's up to you guys. Give everybody in the chat a moment. Richard, he's a good boy. He's very to the point, but yeah, you're right. He is a good boy. Alright, we'll go with Richard. Let's show him he can act. Mia speaks up a split second before I do. Mia flashes me a friendly look when she sees me looking at her.
盯着我干什么
Bitch.
你不愿意和傅老师搭戏吗
Mia winks and goes into one of her acts again. I look at her coldly and think about how to respond.
虽然网上是有不少针对她的声音。哦，难道你
Mia deliberately stops and curves her mouth up a little bit. Well, I raise my eyebrow to provoke her.
难道你和那些网友一样，觉得他不配演男一号吗
She fell for it and spoke without thinking. Cameron and Manuel remain unfazed, but Jamil looks like he's enjoying this. Richard is stunned because he was not expecting this. Aw, poor Richard. Well, we got the good boy. I kind of regret what I did. It's clear Mia spoke stupidly, but it wouldn't have been so awkward for Richard if he didn't say anything. By the way, I clicked on the wrong person, didn't I? I just realized, did I accidentally click Cameron? I don't remember who I clicked. Clearly, someone deliberately started the incident about the names. The male lead, an idol, it's just an ordinary actor, yet the second male lead has a decorated career. Ironic, isn't it? Is someone behind all this? My brain quickly goes to work. If that's the case, maybe Richard is a victim of someone else's meddling, and now he has to listen to Mia spewing nonsense. Richard's gaze shifts, unsure of what to do. No, actually, I was going to go with Richard anyway.
Huh?
Richard's face lights up and he looks at me with surprise. I nod at him. He immediately cheers up and hops over the table to come to me. Jesus! Back off, dude. Personal space.
那我们就是搭档了。
He says that with great joy. And then turns to look at Mia.
既然米娅小姐那么自信，那就你先上吧。
啊？凭什么？
Mia is about to make a scene when the stern voice stops her.
可以。
I turn around and look at him. He gets up and walks to Mia.
你刚才说有信心接上我的戏。
啊，
He gives off a suffocating aura, and Mia stuttering and blushing can only say yes.
你们有20分钟的准备时间。
Cameron walks to the corner with Mia.
你们也是20分钟。不过既然配角要先演，他和米娅演出的时候，你们可以再排练一会儿。
Thank you. So we're gonna do this part and then we'll do some Resident Evil. After getting the script, Richard and I walk to the other end of the studio. The venue is very spacious, so Mia and I won't interrupt each other as long as we don't scream. I don't know how good her acting is, but she definitely has more experience. Eep. Sorry. I don't know what the fuck that sound was than I do. I think that was me trying to suppress something. What's worse, she actually looks more like a female villain. Richard calls me from behind.
我们走到这里就可以了吧？
Right. I walked too far without noticing. Sorry, I was just thinking.
什么事情啊？
How cute you are. I look into Richard's twinkling eyes and decide not to say anything. I knew he was like that, but he doesn't feel very reliable at the moment. We only have 18 minutes left. Let's get started.
好，
Oh, leave the... God, he's like having a puppy dog. Leave the puppy alone. Be nice to the puppy. Richard looks a little troubled. I have a bad feeling about this. What's wrong?
说出来你别生气，我的台词还不太熟。
Huh? I picked the wrong one.
我最近同时在拍几场综艺，暂时还没有时间认真记无意的台词，而且家事也是临时提出来的。
Richard's voice trails off and he blushes. Looking at his innocent puppy eyes, I can only nod to show that I get it. Without a doubt, he's been working very hard. But how about my audition? I see that Mia and Cameron are rehearsing and I get a little anxious. I had to pick Richard because of what happened, but this means we're at a disadvantage. Well, it's my audition, I'll just have to do my best. I unconsciously grab onto the pendant. It just didn't even register the voice. Richard looks at me worriedly. I've come this far. I can't lose to Mia now. Do you mind if I use the restroom real quick?
啊，当然可以，你快去吧。
Blushing, Richard takes a pile of paper in my hands.
你放心，我很快就背熟了。
Richard flashes a huge smile, but I'm not confident enough to do the same. Oh, we got a puppy. I run back to the lounge. There's no one. Great. Take off the pendant. The tiny glass glows in my palm. How do I get to the theater? I ponder while holding the pendant, and a bright white light flashes. I'm no longer in the lounge. When I open my eyes, we'll find out next time, everybody. Will this go well or will this go horrible? Let's find out next time. Thank you guys for joining.